Right. Yep.
They are working to try to make that permanent, but right now it's temporary. But some of the other things, it leaves the federal workers kind of vulnerable, though. Right now, what used to be a secure job don't seem as secure as it used to be with Donald Trump in office and everything. People used to love their federal jobs because they know it was secure, that the money would be there, and if they work hard, they could have a successful career and move up the ladder. So some people are not feeling. This is one thing I didn't know. There's no direct funding for HBCUs now. It wanted not so long ago, all these black people jumping up and down. Donald Trump did more for HBCU than any president and
Yep.
whatnot. Now let me black people that voted for Donald Trump. How you feeling right now? How you
Uh-huh.
feeling right now? I want to know how you feeling because he's made clowns out of y'all. Made
Hmm.
regular clowns out of y'all. There's no direct funding for HBCUs or community health programs, meaning, the health programs that you see in the communities. I got to give a shout out to Michael Jordan, who's opened up community hospitals all over North Carolina. He's opened up about 4 or 5 of them. And they're community hospitals, no cost when they go there and everything. They were strained. These HBCUs and these community hospitals were under tremendous amount of strain during the time that the shutdown was going. And so coming back after the shutdown, it's gonna take them a little time to get spun back up.
Yep.
And so our economic harm is outsized, and the delays in SNAP and housing assistance and federal paychecks is just gonna, like I said, when America is hurting, Black America is basically dying because we are disproportionately affected all the time. Civil rights leaders and union heads warned that continued shutdown deepens racial disparities in wealth, health, and education. So you see another reason why the shutdown had to end, and that 40 days is enough. And I believe is enough. And you made your point. You fought. American people asked you to fight, and you fought. And let me tell you something. The Senate is a choreograph and actor and a good job of acting by Chuck Schumer because he voted no for opening the government. But he knew that he had 8 people who were going to vote. So his no vote was secure. You
Hmm.
know, he can go back to New York and say, well, I didn't vote for this if there's backlash. But it
Sure.
ain't going to be no backlash. I really don't believe there's going to be no backlash. But do you really think that, and one of the people that voted yes is in the top 3 of leadership in the Senate. Do you really think one of his top persons didn't tell him that we're going to vote yes and pass this bill? Schumer knew what was going to happen. Jeffries
Of
know
course.
what's going to happen. They all know. Democrats, and for all you that don't know, a lot of these decisions and these deals are done in the back room that used to be a cigar room that they used to go in. Me and you, when there weren't too many women in the Senate and Congress, me and you used to go in cigar rooms, smoke their cigar, drink their bourbon, and make deals.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore, I don't believe, but that's how they make deals. Democrats, Republicans, all of them knew this was gonna happen. And you saw when I think one of the people in our group text said as soon as these little rich white people kids can't get home for Thanksgiving because there's no flight, you'll see them cave real quick. So I don't think there was a chance in hell that this holdout would go into the holiday season. Too much
No,
money,
because
too much money to be lost.
exactly all the big box companies, all the big stores that I talk about on all the time, they were sending their lobbyists up to the White House and, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, it's November, the middle of November. People are going, we got Black Friday coming up here in a couple weeks. You need to get people back to work. That's exactly what happened, which is why nobody said anything about the fact that they're going to back pay. So
Yeah.
what was the purpose of not paying if you're going to turn right back around and give people back pay?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
purpose is that Walmart,
Yeah.
Amazon, Lowe's, all those companies went in there and said, look, we need people to buy stuff for the holidays.
Yeah,
So they were like, oh,
exactly.
okay, let's make sure that we get them their back pay. And you know who
Yeah,
else was up there? The banks. The banks are like, look, we can't continue to not get our interest payments
yeah,
because you want to play politics.
exactly.
And you heard all the banks and oh well, if you were laid off, give us a call. We'll work with you. Yeah, right. They had
Mhm.
their lobbyists out there saying, we're gonna make sure that you don't get elected if you guys don't come up with something.